Yo, can you hear me? You listening to
WAW. What a week.
Eta, welcome to another episode of Wow, What a Week. Our guest this week, she's fierce, she's fine, she is fearless, and once in a while she'll clap back at you on social media. And she's published. She's next. Eta, this is the big dog DJ Fresh with an opportunity for you to level up with some darn good flavor. If, like Mongezi, you'd like to be on your own billboard, go to the Flying Fish website, upload a picture or a video with you vibing with a flying fish. This is pressed lemon. The dry apple is also darn good. Try both of them and tell us your favorite. But listen, you could win your own billboard. Simply upload that picture at the Flying Fish website. Flying Fish is surprisingly good.
This is Wow! What a week. What a week. Celebrity guest.
Welcome to our guest. Wow, what a week, what a woman, what a career. We even went to sister boarding schools in the 80s. So we apologize if we don't look our age. That is the plan. Please make some noise for storyteller, actor, author, mother, grandmother. Licherekrend. Udes. Make some noise for Rami Chuene.
Yeah, wow. Okay, I'm making my own noise.
So hot also at your age?
Yes.
People think at our age we just kill over and we die.
Like, no. Why? Why would you do something that's silly?
You know what I mean? How have you been, Rami?
I've been well. So good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Last time I saw you, we were on my show on Metro in 2018.
Yeah. And you still look like 2018.
I don't plan to change. In fact, I've just dropped the Puza face.
Good.
And I look at pictures of myself back in 2018 and I'm like, the people around me didn't love me. That allowed me to walk around with that face. Because you
right? And now you look good, actually.
Thank you. What's your relationship with your evolving body through the ages?
Wow. Yeah. Okay, I've got a very good relationship with my body.
Yeah.
I think I once tweeted that, those tapes that help you hold your boobs up if you want to wear backless top and all of that.
Yes.
And I just said they're not made for people like me because it's only for A and B cups.
Oh, yes.
Once you hit the D going forward, you'll be wearing that thing at a party. You'll be dancing. Next thing, your nipple is tickling your belly button. So I don't want to do that. Yeah. Or somebody's like, oh,
sure.
And you realize, oh, sorry.
Oh, that's me. I apologize.
That's me. Sorry about that. Yeah, but I've got a very good relationship with my body.
So
there are days where I don't like it per se, when it doesn't do what I want it to do.
Sure.
And I realized that last week I was in Cape Town and I was trying to jump onto a bench. You know how you back jump? I did it so well in my head. And when my body didn't do it, I was like, what is that?
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm thinking I can do anything. Then I realized, no, the body's slowing down a bit and you have to kind of keep up with it. I love it.
Isn't it wild that, in fact, I'm sure there should be a paper written about this, that there are things you used to be able to do when you were younger that in your mind you can still do.
Yes.
Almost forgetting that it's 30 years later now.
Yes.
And it's not going to happen anymore.
Yeah. And there's, TikTok. I am on TikTok, by the way.
Yeah.
It has all these amazing challenges. And back in school, I used to be one of the best dancers at school. And some of those things, this morning, funny enough, I was asking myself, why can't I do that challenge?
Exactly.
Then I realized, if it was 28 years, 35 years ago, that would have been me.
Yeah.
But right now, I shame, you just do it in your head. Like, why am I not able to do it? And the body's like refusing.
The body's like, mm-mm.
Even with your own beat,
Yeah.
and there's a thing that you do. Let me tell you. Well, especially women. Okay, guys, they have their thing. Women have this thing that in your mind, your whole body is moving.
Oh, yeah.
But it's actually your arms that are moving.
Oh, yes.
So you must check. When a woman start dancing and they do this with their lips.
They think everything else is moving.
Yeah, they think, bona, body can, you can't say, it's here.
Yeah,
But you know what? Carry on, have fun.
absolutely. Why the hell not? Now, before we jump into our chat, we have an icebreaker.
Okay.
It's between 10 and 20 questions, depending on how fast you are.
Okay.
Yes, don't overthink it.
All
and
right.
just give us the first answer that comes to mind. Fame is,
Crazy.
I block people when they,
Are rude.
I'd act in a reality show if,
It is properly real.
3 words to describe me.
Fun, joyful, and fabulous.
Worst script you've ever gotten offered. What were you meant to do, but you turned it down?
Show my boobs?
And you refused?
Yes.
Hey, okay. So who took it? I'm asking for your friends.
No. Not telling you.
Cancel culture is
Unreal.
a show I wish I was cast in because I know I would have killed it.
Yo, anything by Cheza. Cheza Pictures.
Do they know that you radio spanner?
Well, I've been on one of their shows, but they've been absolutely fabulous.
My guilty pleasure is,
Can I say a brand?
yeah,
Häagen-Dazs chocolate ice cream macadamia nut brittle or Dulce Luce.
yo.
Yes,
Whatever now, I always buy the mango and raspberry.
that is also nice.
Yo, and I'll eat the one of the tub, that thing.
Yeah,
I'll sit and eat the whole thing in one
me
sitting.
too. In fact, I've got a story about that. I'll tell you after your 20 questions.
Yo, clap back or ignore.
Ignore.
The most underrated celebrity or actor is?
In South Africa?
Mm-hmm.
Yo! The list is endless.
Give us one.
One.
Underrated.
Underrated. Yo, so many. There's so many. There's so many.
This one will probably be easier for you. The most overrated?
No. Let's not do that one.
Tea or coffee to start the day?
Tea.
If you could master instantly any skill outside of acting, what would that be?
Yo. The list is also endless. But right now, play the bass.
Malik Yoba or Idris Elba? You can decide doing what.
Okay, I'm going to say Malik because I know him.
Ah, Lidebra. First name basis. Osho Malik.
Eh, ngwana papa.
Which role you've played so far felt the most you? Where you realized that, no, man, I'm not acting much here. This is me.
Yo, maybe Komojo on Mobango because she was not really me.
Yes.
But I'll also tell you why after.
Okay.
Yeah.
If your life had a soundtrack, what song would be playing on this very day that we're recording?
Right here, right now.
This very moment in your life.
Bill Withers' Lovely Day.
Tell us about the day quickly.
Dum 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 dum
Dum-dum.
Yeah. Yes.
I love bass.
I love bass.
Yo.
I love bass.
I love bass so much. I had to get a bass player to be a part of my DJ set. That's how much I love bass.
I was ready to marry a bassist.
And then what happened?
They kept saying no.
Oh, wow. Do we know who it is?
No, you don't.
Your fingers are so fast.
I love how you're strutting.
The way we slap and cutting.
You're slapping and then you're walking it.
Yeah. The way we slap and then come umo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which politician would you gladly swap lives with for one day? Because maybe you think they're fascinating or not.
For one day, Gayton McKenzie.
Why?
Because he is fascinating.
No?
Yes.
That would be interesting though. Rami
Yeah.
as Gayton for a day.
Yeah. And I also want to speak Afrikaans on that day. Like with that accent
Ne?
and everything, yes.
Maro kenyale Setswana sa go blomo.
Yeah.
Finally, would you rather always be overdressed or underdressed at events?
Underdressed?
Mm.
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm never overdressed.
Mm.
I don't know how to overdress. I want to be comfortable.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm hoping we've broken the ice.
Yeah.
Let's go back to your Haagen-Dazs. There's a story to tell.
Okay, so there's a story to tell. So why I got addicted to when Haagen-Dazs was introduced in South Africa, I was at a point where I was in a lot of debt, right? I think I had just gotten divorced at the time and I was just trying to gather myself and all of that. But then I was still working, but then I was back working because you're back paying so many things. So I couldn't buy myself anything. And the only guilty pleasure that I give myself every single month, once, is a big tub of Haagen-Dazs macadamia nut brittle.
That is so dope.
And I would sit in bed and eat it with a fork, okay, and just watch TV. But eat it by myself. Even if it's in the fridge, my kids find it, they know they will not touch it. It doesn't belong to them.
If we want to live, we don't touch it.
Yeah, but that has always been like my go-to because, when you work hard and you never see where your money is going, even though, debts are my debt. It's my debt. But because you don't actually see the tangible proof of what you've worked with, you start resenting your money. You start resenting your work. Because you're not rewarding yourself.
I can also.
Yeah. So, but you need to every month reward yourself with something. It doesn't matter how big or how small it is. If you can't afford the big things, find the cool small things. And for me, it was the Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
When you're dealing with divorce, the changes that are happening, I guess sometimes bouts of anger, sadness, self-doubt, outside of spoiling yourself with the Haagen-Dazs, what would you say, looking back, kept you going?
Thankfully, I'm a very good
actor.
No. No. I have the art and I appreciate and I'm in love with the idea of starting over. I'm not afraid to start over. And, for many different reasons, I think being divorced was definitely one of my top 5 best decisions I've ever made. And, for myself. And I've never looked back and thought, that was not a good idea. No, for me, it was a good idea. There was so much growth. Sometimes, yes, you go through the emotions of anger that could have been dealt like this, like that. But at the end of the day, this would have still been the end result. Yeah.
What could have fixed it if it was fixable?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't fixable.
And then what led you to that moment of, no, man, this is not working?
I think with women detach first.
Oh, yes.
Within the relationship. So by the time it gets to that point, that was like a good 3-4 years later.
Okay, so it's true that if she leaves you today, she left 2 years ago already.
Yeah, even more.
Yeah.
Even longer. Yeah, even longer. There are just some things that are deal breakers. Different things are deal breakers for different people. And I might think I was like amazing, but then he might be thinking like, actually, you are not that great, but I don't know. So.
Divorce 101, according to Ramy, for the first time divorcees that are maybe in that space right now. What are the do's and don'ts based on what you lived of divorcing?
Okay, I think one of the first things is stop looking back. you look back only if there's something to learn.
Yes.
But don't look back in terms of the regrets and blaming the other person or blaming yourself. That is not good. And don't be afraid to start over. I mean, I'm a believer that anything and everything that happens in your life, it has been there before, you know. I don't think there's anything that happens in your life that God does not allow. So it is done like that. So he knew that moment would come. So embrace the moment and keep moving. Otherwise, you turn back, you're going to turn into a pile of salt like someone's wife.
Absolutely. Did you guys do counseling?
Not really.
Or was it Tuede? I'm out.
Yeah, it was a tuere, I'm out kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But I think there was a bit of counseling, but church counseling. But then, church counseling is a different thing altogether. It's not like going to therapy and finding.
In fact, sometimes and oftentimes, church counseling is basically, we're going to fix these guys.
Yeah.
Rapelang.
Yeah, let's
And who
pray
do you
about
rappel?
it. Let's pray about it. And yeah. And you're just like, no. No, we are not going to pray about that part.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
kids? How do the kids?
Well, they're kind of adjusted. My kids are actually not that troublesome, to be quite honest. And life carried on.
Isn't it a blessing, though, to have children that you look at and you ask yourself, what did I do to deserve a child who's mild-mannered like this? Who doesn't hasokodisi?
Yeah.
And for instance, with me, because I was a problematic child.
Me too.
And I often ask the good Lord, how did you give me children that are everything that I wasn't when I was a child?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because me, by the time I was 14, I was sneaking out of the house. I was stealing
You
the
are
car.
me, you ain't.
I was stealing the car. I was going to nightclubs at the age of 50. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke.
Yeah.
For me, it was
But you
research.
went out,
I was
yeah.
going to clubs for research.
Did you just blame your sneaking out on research?
It's not blame. I
Like-
am here now because I went into clubs
Malume.
to see what I want to be and what I don't want to be. That's why I only had my first drink when I was 21.
But I know that you're saying all of that in hindsight. But at 15, you're not thinking, I'm going out there to see what I can be or cannot be.
You're not going to believe me. I knew by the time I was 13 that this is all I want to do for the rest of my life.
Well, I believe that. I knew I was
In
going
fact-
to be in this industry when I was 5. So that part I believe.
In fact, before 13, the first time we went into a nightclub was in grade 5. We were 10 and a half, 11. It was a teen party at a nightclub. It was me and my friend Lesego. Lesego was tiny. I looked like a teenager already by the time I was 10, 11.
Yeah.
And we snuck in there because I was there for the music. So I knew already. So like if you were sneaking out, I was doing the same.
Okay, forgive you. I'll take that.
But like I'm saying though,
Yeah.
it's because I've got friends who got troublesome kids.
Yeah.
So I often thank the good Lord that my kids don't trouble me about anything. Eh?
Yeah.
It's like
No, my kids don't trouble me about anything. I mean, they've had the ups and downs
Yes.
here and there and all of that, but they're such
but you're not losing
beautiful-
sleep.
never
Yeah.
well-rounded and good-mannered. And I'm from a very big family. I mean, I've got five brothers and 6 sisters, and
Hold up, Solikai.
36,
Oh,
and I'm number 2.
5 brothers and sisters.
So it's
I thought it's
three.
5 brothers and 5 sisters.
No.
Yeah.
There's 3 girls and 3 boys,
Mm.
and between us, I think we've got 18
Yeah.
children
Yeah.
or 17.
Mm.
Then their grandchildren as well. So I'm from a very big family. I don't when we're having a party, we don't even need to invite other people.
Absolutely.
We are a huge party by ourselves. And all of those kids, all of them, they're so different, gifted in so many ways, and they're witty, they're smart, and they're so humble and they're so respectful. And it's amazing that God can give us that kind of a gift, children that we don't have to worry about
And you don't even have
Yeah.
to worry that I'm misrepresenting you out there.
No,
You know what I mean?
no.
It's the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
And
And I see all my little traits in them.
touching wood, hope
Yeah.
that it stays like that.
And I see all my little traits in them,
Yeah.
you know. My husband is a dad. You know Butsilo. Butsilo is a dad. Well, she's in metric now. She's still doing that, and she's pursuing dancing even for next year. And the one before Butsilo is a chef, professional chef.
That is dope.
Graduated top of her class.
So the Jama Halaga
Take-
Christmas was
every day. And you know, she's those people who just wake up and like, I think I'm gonna bake a cake.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna make pancakes and this and this and that. And then, you know, those things you see on TV and they cut stuff like, and then she does it. I'm like, I know her. I really do. I know her. And then, and Gifiro, my firstborn, who's also did fashion designing, but then she's working. She's a proper giver, and she works with those kind of projects, you know,
Sure.
being working for Gift of the Givers, and the projects that she handles, that she does, you know, I just see where their hearts are, and I see them, and I see my parents in them as well.
Ah, yeah.
My parents are such a bunch of givers, man. Like,
I feel like me and you were raised by the same parents, but parallel,
right?
yeah. Just divided by one big river, the Limpopo River.
Yes, literally.
Having kids in the arts,
Yeah.
what conversations do you have with them based on your experiences?
Based on my experiences, stay consistent. There's money to be made, and there's also lots of money to be lost.
Yes.
And try to do your job and not try to do it for the fame. Fame comes because I do what I do. It's just that a lot of people are watching,
Yes.
and they can see what it is that I'm doing.
Yes.
But I don't wake up and think, oh, great, I'm famous.
Famous.
Yay, give famous. But do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am? Of course I know who I am. No, it's not that. But anything and everything that you want to do, you're going to have to work for.
Aren't there days?
And there are no shortcuts.
Yes, that's zero. Aren't there days you dream of just being anonymous? Just so that you can just live your life in peace. Not that fans are tiring, but sometimes having to be on all the time. Because I've said to my kids, because they are going into the arts,
Yeah.
that don't make people fall in love with you and then not have time for them.
Yeah.
Don't kick so much ass that people now want to be associated with you, whether it's a picture, an autograph, advice, and then treat them like shit. Don't be that person.
Yeah.
So that's the conversation I'm having with my kids. That I get dumb taking time to spend time with people or to hug a child.
Yeah.
I get dumb.
Yeah.
But I understand that they are there because of me. So the least I can do is reciprocate the love.
Definitely.
But the days I wish I was anonymous.
Or I don't think I've never wished to be anonymous per se, but I know how to stay under. I also believe that I think one of my biggest traits is that people know everything about me.
But they don't.
Then they actually know nothing about me.
Yes.
And I've managed to separate that very, very well. And when I'm out there, I'm talking to people, I engage, I'm present, I see them, and I try to remember as many people as I can. But you know, I'm getting older, so I'm not going to remember everybody.
Absolutely.
But you give people time, you appreciate them, you appreciate them being there with you. Sometimes there'll be hits and misses, you know, because someone was like, yay! And then they're so far and you have to run and all of that. But I do give that time. But I walk anywhere and everywhere by myself, and I don't feel like people are looking at me. When I go to the mall, I know everyone by name in the different stores.
Sure.
Yeah, and sometimes I call them, don't close, I'm on my way, wait for me by the door. And, you know, having those kind of privileges as well.
And often they will wait because you treated them
Yes.
like you see them.
Yes. You know?
Because that's currency also.
That is currency.
And how you treat people is currency.
Yeah.
And
that is
often
currency.
it will show up for you when nothing else can or will.
I think the best part, I've got so many cute stories, especially in terms of consumer service and customer service. You know, Lanseria, because I call it my home. You know, when they know that I'm flying, they'll call me in the morning. Don't forget, do you know what time your flight is?
That is so
And then are you on your way? And, it's all those kind of things. Like, okay, are you parking? Are you dropping off? What are you doing? And it is such exactly. And then there have been times where I've been like, I was running late, and I leave my car by the drop off. Someone will actually take it and go park it for me. And then they'll run to the plane and give me my key. Sometimes I will leave the key there. And then, but things like that. And not because I know them. I know them. I know, and Odulako Cosmo, Odulako Soweto.
You build the relationships.
I know them. Yes. So you build relationships. And when you see people, it is amazing how they start seeing you as well. And then they also start seeing past the fame. And then they start knowing you.
Yes.
Yeah. Then they start knowing you. And it's amazing when if someone on social media says, "Oh, you won't believe what Ramy did. She said this and this and that." And then everyone said, "Which Ramy? What did you do?"
Exactly.
Because they're like, we've never experienced that. So you end up having people defending you because of them knowing who you are and the kind of person.
So make it easy for people to support and defend you.
Yeah. And it's not even an act. I'm just being myself. I'm a happy person. I wake up happy every single day. Joyful. Maybe not happy, but joyful. All the time. There's always something nice to look forward to.
I repeat, I feel like we're raised the same way, because I even say to my 10-year-old that it's up to you to be happy today.
Yeah.
If you're going to outsource your happiness, you're going to be miserable for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So I wake up and I choose to be happy.
Yeah.
Many people call it toxic positivity. You can label it whatever you want to label it.
You can call it whatever you want.
Nah. I choose to be happy.
Always. I choose to.
You must try it at home, kids. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed at how when your attitude towards even your own circumstances change.
Yes.
The circumstances themselves change also.
Yeah. But also
the whole victim.
Yeah. And also there's a big difference between being happy and being joyful.
Yes.
Happy, sometimes there must be something that you see or something that happens to make you happy. But I mean, it's not a joke that there's a verse in the Bible that says the joy of the Lord is my strength.
Yes.
So it is not your joy. It is the Lord's joy. So nobody can take away that joy.
Nix.
And the only time David's like, "Lord, please, it doesn't matter what happens in my life, uphold me, but please you can chastise me, you can do anything, but don't take your joy away from me." So joy is internal. It is not
It's not outsourced.
It's not outsourced. It's not convinced by the balance in your account and all of that. I know people have got more money than I do, but they haven't activated their joy, and they keep wondering, why are they not happy? So when you've got joy, even in sadness, there's still joy. There's always something to be happy about.
It's funny you say that. I was on the phone with a friend of mine just yesterday. He's very, very moneyed, like very, very moneyed.
Give him my address.
But
wait, give me his phone number. I'm kidding.
And recently single, so maybe we can talk.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, maybe we'll show you heist. But he's not happy. Because there's always shit he finds not to be happy about. I'm like, dude, I could have one ranta.
Yeah.
I will out happy you. Because I choose that. You know what I mean? Karanta ew.
Yeah.
And karanta ew, I'll buy chapisi too.
Yeah.
Dude, when we were kids, chapisi were like 2 for 1
cent.
cent. No, it was 2 for 1 cent.
Because we had half cent as well.
Yes,
I remember.
Yes.
Yeah, we had half cent.
Yes.
Okay. I still maintain that I'm 29. Anyway, yes.
Are 29 until we die.
Until we drop, man.
Let's talk about that gift that you brought me.
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to buy 4 for my staff.
Yes, you have to.
And I'm going to buy 4 for my listeners. So I'm buying 8 books from you.
Awesome.
What is that
Love
book?
it. So, my book, let me sound like a telemarketer.
Okay.
This is We Kissed the Sun and Embraced the Moon by author Rami Chuene. It is a collection of her stories. So it's a memoir. Short stories. And the most amazing thing about this book is that you can read it from whichever point you feel like, because the stories are not in sequence. You can buy it. Thank you.
If you call now, she'll deliver it personally.
Autographed and all.
This is so dope.
Yeah. So it's a memoir. It's short stories about my life. I love telling stories, and I like telling authentic stories, and I feel like people need more real stories of what happened to you, about you, what got you here. You know, and I've always been a people's person, and I always say my ministry is people. Not from the pulpit, please. No, don't ask me to come and preach. I'm not going to do that. But I speak. I do have. I do get invited for speaking engagements,
Sure.
and they call me the off-the-cuff speaker. I don't write points down and go 6 ways of
From the
experiencing.
heart.
No, I just walk into a room.
Yeah.
Then I feel the vibe,
Sure.
and then I just ask God to let me say something. Maybe He has something to say to the people, so He can just allow me to say it through my voice. Then that's what I do.
What are the chances? So I got to a page,
Yes.
chapter 7. Not today, Jesus, not today. In 1986, I went to one of the best boarding schools in the world, St. Mark's College.
Yes.
It was in Jane First, right next to the Jane First Hospital. We even had a small gate and gave us easy access to the hospital. One unique thing about our school was that we literally watched it grow in number and in size. The reason I say this is amazing is because your school visited my school
Yes.
when we were probably 15, 16 at the time. But you're obviously not part of the trip because
No,
you were not there.
No, I wasn't there.
And I met a young girl. We became pen friends. Her name Kilebu Motswaledi.
Yes, Lobo Mutale.
And we then, I think we were pen friends for about a year or two. And then we reconnected on Facebook when she was Dr. Lebo Motswaledi.
Yes.
And then 5 years later, I'm interviewing Minister Motswaledi.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Minister, do you know Lebo Motswaledi? He's like, yeah, that's my younger sister. I was like, what a small world.
And he was our GP at school.
Oh, wow.
The other time, I was actually, when I was with Lebo the last time, he was there as well. And we were posing for pictures. Some of you,
Yes.
you were coming because we used to try to bunk school. And
Also,
then
you came for
we'll always
sick
go
notes.
to doctor. Yeah, we'll try and get sick notes from Dr. Motswaledi. And then he was just looking at us saying, I can't believe all of you have become the people that you are. Because I remember you guys never wanted to go to school. Rami Chuene.
Yeah.
When you were the worst. Well, yeah, true. And I always remember that, hey, your injections.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a beautiful man.
What was chapter 7 about? Or what is chapter 7 about?
Chapter 7. So it's one of the experiences at school. We used to have what they call Comic Relief Day. Remember? Then it became Red Nose Day. And I don't know what happened to it now.
It's there, but silently.
It's silently. But it used to be.
Once in a while, you see a random skyscraper with a red nose.
Yeah.
But no marketing. But yeah.
Yeah. So we were in the dining hall, we were eating. And then as we're eating, a group of thugs came through the kitchen into the dining hall. Bats, they're wearing balaclavas, they're all black. We got the biggest fright of our lives and we all scattered. Plates were all over the floor and we started running to the fields. What we didn't know was that it was actually a bunch of our teachers that were playing a prank on us.
Wow.
And by the time they were calling us back, so I was running, going, oh, Jesus,
not today.
Father God, not today. Oh, it was, when you're like running, you're running and you're praying. Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Oh, Jesus, oh, help us, save us. And like, people were crying. And even after we realized it was a prank, we didn't think it was funny. And Father said, at the time, our chaplain just stood there still and he just went. He started praying, no moving. My sister froze. My younger sister also went to St. Mark's. She froze. Like she didn't, she just stood there. We were all the way there running into the fields, running from these. But then in hindsight, it makes sense. Like, they were attacking us for what? We're just a bunch of school children.
Absolutely.
Okay, but then it was not funny.
The time Father Tsebe noticed.
Mr. Anderson was not impressed.
Lesikalamata, Jesu ting.
Jesu fitile. And then, amen.
Chapter 24, Me, Myself, and Full Chicken.
Oh!
I've had serious dating disasters in my life. One guy I met at church. It's crazy how many psychos are found in church, hiding behind the name of the Lord. I was not seeing anybody at the time, and since I served in church, my pastor took it upon himself to hook me up with a brother. He told me that he's been praying and that he believed in God for a partner for me. He felt it was time I started dating with a purpose. Tell us about some of these dating disasters.
There's another one there called Face Painted as well. That was a dating disaster.
Yeah.
And that one, this one in particular, that guy was so up there. Accent and all, he was talking like once, you know.
Yeah.
You know, someone you just go to. Some people have been to London, but they were actually connecting flights. But it's okay, they've been to London.
No, actually, but it's
you know, the air, they breathe the air, and then they came back and they talk like that. And he was so fussy about everything. But then he asked the waiter, "What's happening? And then he chose big names. Now, when I read the menu and it doesn't make sense, I ask, so Kenya Gamo.
Exactly.
Oh, that is fish and chips. Okay, can I have fish and chips? I ordered something basic, something that I know. You order something, and then the waitress gives, "Are you sure?" I'm sure. Really? People are eating. People arrived after us. This thing is not coming. Turns out it's a full chicken.
Yeah.
And it wasn't not a baby chicken, like the big chicken. You know that one that you order for the table.
In fact, your family.
Your family.
When you go to the village, that's the one kukwa ate today. Exactly.
Yeah, the meal came. He attacked it. He tried.
Yeah.
But he was sweating. And well, let's just say after that date, I didn't see him ever again. And then a couple of years later, he was married to someone else. But it's okay.
Did you warn her?
No, I found out after. I could have, but I found out after.
Let's talk dating and redating or meeting a new person, but you've got children.
Yeah.
How have you navigated those treacherous waters?
It's been hectic. It's been challenging, actually. It's difficult to date people who understand the kind of dynamics and not just understanding you, but it's also understanding them as well.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to understand when someone is not comfortable with having a relationship with someone who's got 3 children and, you know, who's out there. Sometimes...
Who's opinionated.
Very. And...
The wild thing is there's still men who think women should have zero opinion. And they live among us.
Yes, they do. And that is so crazy. So, but it's not been that great. It's been hard. But then I also look back and realize, it's not like because I've also been ready for a relationship like that. Because I also look at my dynamics. I'm thinking, my kids. You think I'm opinionated? You need to meet those girls. Whereas right now, the most opinionated person is my grandchild. And she likes holding meetings. Yeah. Okay, everybody, it's time for a meeting. I would just like to say, and then she goes like, then she goes, I'm about to finish. When I finish, I'm going to take a bow. All of you guys must clap.
Wow. How old is she? What's her name?
She's 4. Masa, Kaya Masa.
Yes.
So she takes a bow and then she goes, and we all go. And she goes, thank you, thank you, thank you. But now, having a house full of women who are so strong, who don't think twice about it's not even about, stating facts and expressing themselves. Sometimes I just look like, nobody's going to last.
No one's going to last here?
No, I look at it, I'm like, no. It has to be a friend of mine, Khopedi, like saying, oh, Khopedi, I keep forgetting, Khopedi.
Very well. Yeah.
Khopedi always says to me, though, she calls me though. I am praying for a good partner for you. And when I'm praying for a good partner for you, I'm not praying for you. I'm praying for them, so they're able to be to to sustain you. And she keeps saying, you've got so much love to give. You love so much, so selflessly. And sometimes your love is so overwhelming. And some people run away. They're like, really? Do you love like that every day? Like, yeah, every day. And they're just like, I don't know if I can cope with that.
Exactly.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
We know, raratana.
Yeah.
And if like how fedile today, we use mine.
We'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll try again tomorrow.
But how you feel?
Now you're not going anywhere now. Yeah, when you say we must break up, yes, let's break up.
Until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I call you. So, how are you feeling today? Yeah. Are we breaking up? No? Not? Okay.
Well, I'm outside. Open the door.
Open the door. Come, let's have lunch. Let's talk about this. What are we breaking exactly?
Exactly.
Yeah. But I'm a lover of good and healthy relationships. I think everybody deserves to be loved, man.
Absolutely.
And to give love as well. And I think we always focus on being loved, and we forget, Jorge, it's also healthy to be able to that joy, that love that you feel inside of you. If it is not taken out and given to people, then it's like you're not bearing fruit. You know, it's like it's then it becomes unproductive. It's like you've got this candle, but it's not lighting anyway. And yes, some people can take that for granted. But if I'm going to love you, and then you mess with that, that's on you and not on me. But it doesn't mean I love you less, and it doesn't mean that the next person I'm going to love them less cautiously, whatever. I love carelessly. You know, I'm not careless about love, but
when you fall, you fall.
Fall boo. To the point where have you ever fallen and got yeah. In fact, there's a chapter where I talk about falling, and I've got moo in my mouth. I'm not. Yeah. I fall like that.
Yeah.
And but also the kind of downside of it is that after a while, when I fall out, you'll be looking for me everywhere. You'll be like, "What's my nalimo?" No, you will not find me.
Like I said, I feel like me and you are twins, eh?
Yeah.
But when I check out, I check out.
No,
and nothing can fix it. Like nothing.
But this is after like, yeah.
No,
yeah, like we'll give it our best shot.
Do you think, but obviously we haven't done research on it, but do you think we do enough work on ourselves to make ourselves easy to love also? Because often we have this picture of this knight or damsel that we want
in distress,
or that we want to sweep off their feet or have them sweep us off our feet.
Yeah.
But we have not necessarily done the work on ourselves to make us easy to love or lovable in a way that we're growing together. It's not, there's two horses pulling a cart, but ingwe ikopili.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you end up not doing the right thing.
And it's a conversation we had with Ntosh, the comedian, a couple of weeks ago, about how at our age, especially, I want to go on dates with someone who's working on themselves, but not making that work my problem.
Yeah.
Let's
go on a date. You know what? I think we must go on a date.
You think so?
Yeah.
Hey, what are we going to do with a house full of 10 kids?
I didn't say let's get married. I said let's go on a date.
No, the minute you said let's go on a date, I'm already thinking about baby names. I'm already thinking about baby names. It's like, okay, would we be able to carry one more child?
No, that's not happening. That is not happening, and I would advise that you don't think about it.
Outsource.
Yeah, no, please. There are enough children in the house. But to answer your question, you are actually right. I feel like we don't do a lot of work on ourselves, and it's for different reasons. Upbringing, life happens, man. You know. You 1 minute you are at school, the next minute you have kids, and now you have to move and shift focus to other people. You know, people are taking care of their parents, and then you realize, man, actually I haven't had time for myself. And I think what makes relationships not work sometimes is that here I am trying to present myself to you, right? And I'm expecting you to know me, but then I don't know me. So what am I selling? I can't be selling a product that I do not know.
Absolutely.
And then expecting you to somehow perfectly and exceptionally love it, So next thing, you and me are discovering me. And then one day I lash out. You go, ha. Was that me? No, was that you? And I have to say, I've never done that before, ever. I don't know what happened there, So it's one of those factors that contribute to relationships not working. And it's okay to sit with yourself. There's one of the pastors. Okay, I watch a lot of preachers and all of that, and he had one of the sermons was titled "Living Single," and saying living single is that when you walk into your house and you are all by yourself, how does it feel? And I'm one of those selfish people when it comes to my time. I've never ever walked into my house, Gili one, and went like, oh my God. Every time I get out, I'm like, it's so good to be home. I love my space. I love my peace. I'm in love with myself, and I laugh at my own jokes. Like I would tell myself a joke and I would laugh, crying. Yeah. And I'm thinking, I need to pick up the phone and call someone. Like, I know they're not going to get it. Ay. But anyway, so if you don't have that with yourself, how then do you expect someone to get to know those parts of you that you haven't discovered?
We were having a discussion on my radio show just today. And we were asking, what are you so good at that you would give yourself an award for it? And the award I would give me is my ability to I kill myself.
No, that's my award. That's my award.
I would think of something funny. I will park the car and laugh. I will laugh and then just get back on the road. Now, the problem with that is I also do it with the mic on, which is a problem. And the thing happened today. I cracked a joke to myself on air.
And you laugh more than everyone.
So there's an Instagram post on our Instagram with me tearling, laughing at myself.
And you know what I'm laughing at now? What I'm laughing at now, I'm laughing at me imagining you laughing at whatever.
So I repeat.
Now.
I think we're separated at birth. Why should anyone buy this book?
Oh my God. Hi. Okay, I wasn't ready to laugh like that.
No, it's fine. We must laugh, eh? Guys.
No, I love laughing.
Life, no one makes it out alive.
I love laughing
Laugh
so much.
every day.
Every single day.
Why should we buy this book? Why should we care that Ramy...
Why you need to buy this book is that I think my book is a joy bringer.
Yeah.
And not only is it, but I don't tackle funny things as well. I mean, I talk about my sexual abuse, when I was a child. And I talk about how I dealt with it. And
how did you deal with it?
That's exactly the point. I didn't deal with it. And that's how I dealt with it. I'm still crying from your silly joke. But anyway.
You must go to Instagram and laugh some more. It's there.
I'm going to look for it. And I also talk about the toxicity of church, We were raised in church. And at the time, and there's so many things that, when you grow up, you realize that church should be doing differently in order to either spread the gospel, encourage people, build communities, and all of that. So now I talk about how church is just now so stuck up in its laws that we've forgotten that the actual purpose of church is fellowship.
Yes.
It's like-minded people coming together to remember and remind each other the importance and the greatness of God and who God is, and that we're still, sometimes when I encourage you, I also encourage myself. And I think that's what church is all about. Church is, it doesn't matter what religion as well. But what I'm saying is that it is a sense of community, a sense of togetherness. And I talk about how it has now removed itself from there. Now it's all about how much money you're going to contribute.
Yes.
Who's going to buy the pastor a car. And we end up having people who come there under pressure because they're looking for answers, they're looking for miracles. And you find that leadership is playing on that. And now, miracles are unlocked by money as if it's a slot machine.
Like I say, like the meme says, if you want a car, the pastor tells you to pray. When he wants a car, we must contribute.
Yes, true that. Yeah. So, but my book is also my life experiences, and a lot of people have resonated with that. It's just and I think what has brought me a lot of joy with my book is that I wrote my stories thinking they're unique, but actually they're not.
Yes,
there are a lot of people. There's a chapter called Choice Assorted thing, and it's a story about the biscuits, but the focus is not the biscuits.
I was going to say, is it really about the biscuits?
No, it's not really about the biscuit, but the biscuits are there.
Yes.
And you find that
it wasn't a date libera.
No.
Oh, okay.
I was way younger then.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
There's a lot of the date is Sosara, eat some more. Maybe Oros or cream soda.
Crest. Don't go too far. No, it's not that.
Okay.
But all those stories, I find that they're basic South African stories that happened to each and every one of us. And so my book brings a different element to it. Some of the stories are upsetting, some of them are sad, some of them will infuriate you. But the way I wrote the book, at the end of the day, there has to be some type of closure, some type of relief, some type of restoration and encouragement, and finding light at the end of the tunnel. So that's what the book is all about.
Your sexual abuse as a child.
Yeah.
Have you dealt with it? Is the person still around in life?
No, they're not around and alive. They died, but I actually saw them before they died.
Did you have a word with them about it?
Yeah, technically. We spoke.
Oh, okay. It was a hakalibala.
No, it was more like an apology.
Oh, okay. How did you feel about it?
Because
it was a
non-apology
apology though.
Yeah, no, it was an apology. At the time, when I see this guy, eventually he had been very, very sick.
Okay.
He was in a freak accident. He was fixing the family car or something, and then until gasket, it acts up. He got burnt and all of that, and he never healed from that. And I remember then I was in boarding school. I was now in boarding school, and
so this is like 40 years ago almost.
35
years. 35 years ago.
Yes. And then I was on holidays. Then I went to my grandfather's house. I used to stay there, and then they told me that he had been sick and all of that, and I was just like, whatever. And then his sister-in-law came and told me that he actually wanted to see me. And I didn't want to go. But then I went. Long story short. I went, and when I saw him, when you're thinking you're going to walk into a war, kapanga, and cut someone into pieces. Yeah. So anyway, when I saw him, he looked bad, man. He looked so bad. And he looked like, when you start thinking, I think he didn't know exactly what was going on. What's our collocation? People just grew up thinking sex was light, It
was normalized.
It was normalized.
It's a conversation we actually had with Onati.
Yeah.
Please could we get...
Yes, guys,
tissue for
somebody, look...
It's a conversation.
Don't be that guy who you're gonna put this picture as a...
No, man. we had the conversation, Onati, about how a lot of us raised in the 60s and 70s were born into a highly sexualized
Yes.
environment
Yes.
where sex was almost normal. That is why a lot of our older siblings or cousins either became sick or died from AIDS.
Yes.
Because of how sexualized the 70s and 80s were.
Yeah.
And that's a conversation nobody's having.
Yeah. So, and that's exactly what had happened as well, besides the accident. And I think when he was taken to the hospital and all of that, they also found out that he actually had AIDS.
Oh.
And same Kibafana Valley, you know, he was very, very handsome. Yo, what a beautiful boy he was. But then he's also, thank you so much, he's also those kids that, because of how beautiful they were, in a sense, he was also objectifitified and sexualized by older ladies.
Oh, yes.
As well.
So it became what he knew.
Yeah. When you're 15, 16, and your teacher is 26 or 25, and they find you attractive, and they come and ask you to
do stuff.
Their car. And next thing, I need to fit in the light bulb. Jiggy, you trip and you fall on top of her vibes. And I had to come to an understanding that, yeah, what you did was work. But thinking how back then, I didn't even know what, when people say they're virgins, like, what is that? By the time I found out what a virgin was, I was like, we're not even going to talk about that. I've never had to go like, oh, I'm a virgin. No, I'm not. Never been, never experienced. I don't know. That word didn't exist in my vocab. And it was okay to kind of be promiscuous and, you know, all over the place because, as you say, it was so normalized. But then, so when I saw him, he was now sick and he was really, really dying. And I remember he gestured that I must come closer, and I was just like, I don't want. But anyway, you know how, guys, you know, these guys, they were already mourning this guy while he was still alive. He never made him all in dressing. Also because he couldn't walk anymore. And so I made him all in dressing, and there are chairs around him. And, you know, people are coming to see him, to talk to him. And then he told me to come closer. And I wasn't afraid. I went and I sat next to him. And he just said, Askies. And I got it. I knew why.
How did you feel when he said that?
And I just said, okay. And I think he died about 2-3 days later. And yeah, and that was the little apology and the forgiveness that came with it. And that was it.
How did you feel about getting the apology? Were you indifferent? Were you relieved? Or did you...
Yeah, I was actually sad, man. I was sad about it. And I think what made me more sad is that it's not like I could take out a microphone and say, do you guys know what he's apologizing for? So it was just that silent conversation that we had. And I got it. I mean, then even now, as I'm older, I actually appreciate that we had that 2 minutes of understanding. And I'm not even excusing it. But I'm also saying I kind of get it then. So, and it is different now. It is different now because right now we are a generation that talk to our children about sex, about being abused, about sexual assault, about being objectified. Then we didn't have that, you know. And we had Bomalume Bali. When they walk in, hey, because
you know, we had the conversation the other day with friends of mine about how I think every black family had that uncle who
we still do
at Christmas time, if it's a whole bunch of us and we're either pubescent or pre-pubescent, even though the guys, they'll come and feel your pubes. How namashish. Or the girls, you feel their breast.
Hello, baby. Yeah, on a little lamelo. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, sweetie.
And it was normalized.
Hello, toxicity samalone.
Yo,
Yes, we had that and we still have that. But now is different. And I appreciate that now we've got more, we have a lot of open conversations with our children because then our parents hoped that we didn't know, but we knew. And they thought them not saying anything about it, it means we don't know.
that time
Now-
we were streets ahead of our own parents.
Yeah.
I always say we are the generation that raised itself.
Yes.
That even at the age of 10, they could leave you alone at home. They will know that you are safe.
Exactly.
You've eaten.
Yes.
There's nothing to report.
No.
They come back and life is hush up.
Yeah. Sometimes, they will go, or now they will go out and groove. Malaysia Montrong, the food is on the stove. Or no, let la toka mai, let la fryer, and all of that. But I appreciate that now it's something that we talk about. And unfortunately, it has gotten worse.
Yeah.
I think we have a weird moral decline that we're experiencing as a society. And as much as Rena, we grew up, the 70s and the 80s are those kids that grew up strong, stern, or surely one, we can make decisions for ourselves and all of that. But then we are the ones who have seen both sides.
Yes.
Kamoleka.
We have the fortune and the misfortune.
Yes. And now we are dealing with the misfortune of finding ourselves in the evolving world that now you realize that I actually need attention. And in you needing attention, sometimes it makes you neglect some of the responsibilities that you're supposed to impart in your children or, teachings and all of that. And then you find that even now, some of our kids are growing by themselves. Even with the parents in the house, they're growing by themselves.
Emotionally unavailable.
Because we're dealing with emotionally unavailable kids, emotionally unavailable parents. I've had all of that where I have to switch on into work mode.
Yes.
And then I have to say to my, not today.
Yes.
What do you want to talk about? Thankfully, I've got a bunch of brothers and sisters and my parents, everybody's involved. My kids, they know, okay, this one, I'm going to tell to that aunt.
Yes.
This one, I can't say
They've
I
got
parented.
specialists in their lives.
We've got specialists, and I honestly appreciate my brothers and sisters for coming on board, for helping me raise my kids, because I don't think I would have managed.
I was having a conversation with my 16-year-old the other day. We were talking relationships. And I was telling her that, if you can delay being in a relationship, you must delay as long as you can. Because it becomes a distraction. Because I saw it in my life.
Yeah.
And she still thinks it's wild and disgusting that at 15 we were having sex with my girlfriend. But because I'm having honest conversations with her.
Yeah.
Because I don't want her making the mistakes I made.
True.
Or the mistakes I made other girls make. Or that I was a part of. Because we were both 15.
Yes.
But did we know anything?
No,
we didn't. But I saw how much that relationship was a distraction. I saw how much adding sex to that equation was a distraction.
Yeah.
So those are the conversations I'm having with her. That if you can delay the relationship, do that.
Yeah.
If you can delay the sex, even better. But I don't want you having a relationship and hiding it from me.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing, that we hid our relationships because you knew you'd have hell to pay if you even suggested or watch or let alone having sex.
Yeah, it's only when you're pregnant, they're like,
Exactly. Oh, Janini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're always home by 4. You're like, well, unfortunately, sex I know now.
I don't know.
You throw it in there, all you need is a minute.
Exactly.
It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, man.
You know the conversation I wish we'd have? And for me, this is about boys who were raised in the 60s, 70s, maybe even in the 80s.
Yeah.
And it's a conversation Aldrin Mohotsi, may his soul rest in peace, tried to have when he was still at Metro. That a lot of boys were indecently assaulted by their older cousins or older relatives.
Yes.
And you had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
But you know that your older cousin used to touch you down there or even try and make you have sex with her despite you not knowing what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
But because you're a boy and maybe you're enjoying the attention, you think it's fun or you think it's cool.
True.
A lot of boys grew up like that.
Yes.
And your relationship with women or its lack thereof may be linked to that trauma that you're not even aware it was a trauma,
Yeah.
that it was indecent.
Yeah.
But we're not discussing it.
No, we're not discussing it. Which is what I'm saying, even with this guy. I mean, I actually realized he was also...
He was a pretty
sexually-
boy who was indecently assaulted at some stage.
Like, badly.
Yeah.
And then he thought he was, because he was
I'm the
cute, he was
man.
popular. Yeah, he thinks he was the man. And then you realize that, what is a 16-year-old boy having sexual relations with a 35-year-old woman? So it is that. And, you know, they lure them in, they buy stuff for them. What's our tatsokolo ya teacher? Then next thing you're allowed to take it go shopo. You know, it's so many things that contribute to that. And the only thing to solve it is to talk about it as much as we can, to bring it up and actually be able to be bare and naked and talk about all the mishaps.
Absolutely.
You know?
You know, we are almost out of time. In fact, we are out of time. And I've asked you nothing from my prep. I've asked you nothing from my prep. Apart from our icebreaker, I've asked you nothing from the prep.
I think maybe you must just ask and just say, this is what I was going to ask, and this and this and this, and leave it at that. What can we say?
No, we'll save them for our part 2.
Okay.
One thing a lot of people love and sometimes hate about you is how outspoken you are on social media.
Yes.
Can we talk about that, Ramy, online Ramy?
You know, there's not much difference between this Ramy and the online Ramy.
But for majority of people, they'll never know this Ramy.
No, it's...
You see.
No, no, they won't. But I also feel like, I think social media it's a decision. Being on social media is a decision. And who you engage and what you engage and how you engage it is also a decision. There are some posts or tweets that I will not even entertain, you know. But then there's also a part where I feel like, okay, wait a minute. I'm going to say this.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to address this. And sometimes how am I feeling that day? I will type it. I will tweet it. And I'm not afraid,
Sure.
you know. But at the end of the day, is it true? Is it something that I believe in? Is it something that I stand by? Am I going to be bent for it or not? Yes? No? Still, if I feel like it's something that I could be saying, then I do say it. I don't think that I'm gagged or I'm filtered or I'm red taped. I just say it as it is. The results that come with it, so be it.
You once tweeted, I think it was, I won't be bullied into silence.
Yes.
What was that about?
I don't remember. It might have been a whole lot of things.
Okay, give us 5 options.
It was maybe it was about work. Because I always fight with people that I work with. Or I always...
What did you fight about on the last set you were...
On the last...
What did you fight about on the last set you were on?
On the last set I was on, I was fighting with a line producer who was racist and classist. And I told her that. And she went on to work on other productions. And everywhere she went, she's like, as long as I'm not working with Ramy, then I can work.
You're lying.
Yes. And I'm okay with that. You know, I also feel like I think we kind of forget ourselves, man. You know, as a community, we work together, we build each other and all of that. But I think people sometimes forget that nobody holds anybody's destiny in their hands.
Yes.
So if you're going to, what is that word? Cancel? What's that? There's another word in blacklist me.
Oh, yes.
In the industry. Then 30 years later, I'm still alive and well and working. And now you get sleepless nights because you're starting to ask yourself, how are they working? How are they still working?
Have you been blacklisted before?
A lot. I'm even blacklisted now.
Even now?
Yeah.
Yo.
But I work.
Jifariki.
Serious?
Yo.
No, completely.
So how do you find out you're blacklisted?
Because, you know, a couple of production companies, they would, when they pitch to different channels, they'll be like, okay, so these are the kind of actors we are looking at. And someone will be like, no, not that one. Not that one. Take that one off.
So how do you find this out though?
No, because I always have honest conversations.
Yes,
and
yes.
I'm friends of the industry, and they do tell me. And I know.
And you have people looking out for you.
Because I also look out for people.
Yes.
You know? So.
When did it stop hurting to hear about such blacklistings? Because I know it hurt at some stage.
Actually, it didn't.
It didn't?
I think more than hurt, it infuriated me. But I also, guys, I'm such a hot stepper, man. If we're not gonna use the N1, I'm going to find another way.
Yes.
Yeah, but but
yes,
you know,
yes,
and you ask yourself, how did she get that? How did she end up there? Why did they pick her? Why it's all that, and it's all love. Nah, I will never say I'm gonna love you down. I'm going to Shem, I'm gonna love, and when I say I'm gonna love you down, I'm not acting. I know it was you.
Yes,
but.
Satan needs love too.
No, exactly. My job is to love you.
Yes.
I owe you nothing but love.
Yes.
You know? A new commandment that I give unto you is that you love one another as I have loved you. Yeah, that's what the Bible says. I will love you. Even when you told them, this and I will love you carelessly. I will love you down. Marasam papel.
Yes.
Yes. Then we're gonna have a problem.
Go forgive you,
yeah. Then so it's fine.
Are sets evolving though?
No.
Because as someone who's been on sets before, you see the below the belt banter, the below the belt, the sexualization of people on set, of staff, especially of women.
Yeah.
Because we can't compare sexualization of men and women. Although sometimes it happens to both, women are under siege in this country. So we can't excuse it.
All the time. And it starts right there from the top.
So how are you maintaining that this is my boundary, I want respect?
No, I do say it. I do say it. And sometimes I don't have to say it. The body speaks more than the mouth half of the time. And the eyes will tell you that, okay, fine, we had fun, but here, stop. But, when you talk about women and set, especially set, a lot of things go into that.
Yes.
We see it on the ground, but it also starts at the top. Men and women in the entertainment industry, first of all, we are not paid the same rates. We are not treated the same way. And
Loli number one.
Number one, go call shitting. But there's always gonna be some guy. And there are people who actually enable that. And unfortunately, sometimes it's also the women who enable that. And why are people not treated fairly and equally? Yes, we'll never earn the same amount of money, but put respect on people's work. Treat people with the respect. Sometimes the money that you earn compared to the money that you're trying to pay someone else, you would never it's not even half of the budget that you're going to spend at a restaurant, but you want someone to live off that in a month, or if it's theater, in a week. And then you ask yourself why you're not having the kind of caliber of actors that you think your production deserves. Every time when we talk about budget, it comes down to, can we cut the performers? Or even with the crew.
It's never can we cut a bit of process.
Yeah, they're going to cut this. They're going to cut the sound. They're going to cut the boom swingers. They're going to cut the set.
Who are getting paid
dressers.
Anyway.
Yeah, already in J, they're sitting on 3.5, and you're trying to see how much more can we take out of this. And if the industry does not change, we will never be taken seriously. And also, our industry is led by people who don't understand how the industry works. And yes, our department is not regulated. The arts are not regulated, but it's not just a TSEC problem. It's also the labor department problem. You know, there are a lot of things that are just literally binding us,
Sure.
holding us down, so to make sure that people don't progress. And you'll ask yourself, okay, we haven't seen you on set, on TV, on a production. I haven't been on set for almost 3 years now, but I'm working.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, that long.
Yeah.
I think the last show I did was Guyane,
Mm.
and Guyane ended in 2020. I think beginning of 24. No, 23. So it's been 2 years or so that I haven't been on the actual set and working.
Sure.
You know, but then how do we make it? Well, some of us are talented in different ways.
Sure.
You know, if I'm not going to be on radio, if I'm not going to be on TV, I'm going to be on radio. If I'm not going to be on radio, I'm going to write. If I'm not going to write, I'm going to speak. If I'm not going to speak, I'm going to do voiceovers. If I'm not going to do voiceovers, I'm going to teach.
You're multi-talented.
I am multi-talented,
Yeah.
but it's multiple streams of income. And that's one of the things that I tell upcoming artists, that do not rely on that one thing. Using fame, being famous is lovely when you know what to do with it. If you're in the spotlight, use it, spread it, put yourself and channel yourself in different avenues, so that when the fame declines, you've already set yourself up.
Yes.
In a way. So someone like, how long have you been acting? Well, since 1998. And like 27, 28 years or so. And I've never stopped working.
Absolutely.
On or off TV.
Mm.
And how do you live? Exactly like that.
Exactly.
Make bread. Sell something.
You should never have shame in your hustle.
I never.
Ever. Because we often, because you're worried about other people.
Yeah.
And what people are going to say.
And you know, sometimes.
Or people are going to think. You know, Josie is tough, but you won't go back home because the neighbors are about to. But you don't have food, you don't have anything.
Hey.
Josie at that time.
I remember when my car got repossessed a long time ago. I got into a taxi. And I didn't care in my mind. I must get to Randburg. I got on a taxi, and it was cool. And then got taxiing, you know, and you're like thinking, please, someone must not ask me where's my car and everything. Like, no. Or, hey, taxi. Funny enough, people are actually kind to me. They're like, oh my God, you are in a taxi. It is so good to see you. But had you not taken the taxi, I wouldn't have met you. You know, things like that.
Exactly.
That's what people. So it's how you take it personally.
Yes.
I think we judge ourselves before other people judge us. And I don't judge myself. I'll get on a taxi, I'll get on a scooter, flip. Next time you order your food, I'm going to be that girl on a Checker 60 scooter going, ma'am, I've got your groceries.
Yes,
that will be me.
Yes, there's a banana missing, but you've got your groceries.
And I ate your McDonald's chips. No, I'll do that. But for the fact that I can't judge myself, I know how to forgive myself. And forgiving yourself, it doesn't mean you're not accountable or responsible for what you've done. That always comes, different consequences to that. But being able to get up, the same way the sun rises and it sets, is the same way you need to be able to let the sun shine on your issues and then let it set on them, that you forget, you reflect and say, tomorrow I'm going to do better. And when you wake up every day being encouraged that I know yesterday wasn't that great, but today I'm going to do better.
Exactly.
Then the world turns around. The universe works in your favor. You know, you walk with authority. I walk in authority. So you'll never know when I've got 2 rand. Yes. You'll never know when I've got 2 million because the energy is consistent.
Yeah. Like I said to you offset, we will never ever look like our age or our problems.
Yes.
Because you choose not to.
True.
It's the energy that you exude.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Once a month, Tabisha would leave the car and say, I'm taking taxis today. And she'd jump in a taxi and go to work in a taxi.
You know, that one a dream, eh?
Yeah.
You know, it's your birthday, right?
Oh, Flay.
3rd of July.
3rd of July.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Wow. Yeah, so she was that girl. She literally get in a taxi. Me and the kids were like, "What do you mean, mom? What do you mean you're getting in a taxi?" She's like, "No, guys, I'm leaving the car to the
Yeah, and I walk in the morning. Then I will meet some of my friends. I'll be waving, walking down Vetkopen or walking down. Then I think this road, Eyangwa, the other one that goes to Lanseria.
Sure.
Not Campbell. What is that main road?
If
Vetkopen is going down. What is this one?
Oh, North Riding. No, Northumberland.
No, the one that goes to Lanseria. I forgot such a basic road.
Does Malibongo turn into something else?
The one that's on Cedar, man, guys.
Cumberland?
Cedar Road.
Oh,
Cedar Road.
okay, yeah.
I was like the one on Cedar.
Ah,
Cedar Road.
yeah.
You know? And then I walk, I greet people, we talk, and I don't feel like I need someone to be walking with me, going like, oh, you might need a bodyguard. No. Now go get I meet the security guys, we greet each other. Hey, today you're late because I meet you there. Today, why am I meeting you here? You know? And I think life is very reciprocal. What the energy that you give, it will come back to you 1,000-fold. And when you give joy, when you give love, when you give hope, when you give encouragement, when you give a sense of belonging, it comes back to you like that. There's no reason for people to be nice to me.
Yes.
But I know that they're also nice to me because there's a particular energy that I gave towards them. And that is a beautiful thing.
And one thing I've learned about having that kind of energy and walking with that kind of energy is no matter what,
I share
it that energy, I believe, opens doors you're not even aware it's opening.
Yeah.
Because often that same energy impacted someone that you had no idea it impacted.
True.
But they've never forgotten.
True.
And that one day when you need that one rand, that same person is going to be on some, hey, I've got a gig for you, can I rand? And you need that one rand.
And you get it.
You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm being literal about it.
I know.
But what I've learned in this industry is often the energy you give will come back to you 100-fold.
Absolutely.
100-fold.
Absolutely.
If all you're doing is burning bridges, trust me, they will burn.
Oh, well,
they will burn.
Will they burn? Definitely. But I know that you have to go.
We all have to go.
Yeah, we all have to go. I have to go. I'm tired of you.
Already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but also we're going on a date, right?
So are we going on a date?
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm like literally asking you out. Are you saying no?
Yeah. I hope this is not turning into like an El Tido podcast. Next thing we're kissing on camera.
No, please. No, don't go that far. No,
that's why I'm sitting here and saying, I hope we're not going there. Trevor sitting in there saying, do it. No, Trevor.
Kiss him. No. We're not.
Also, because she'll be acting. I won't. So we can't do that, you see. In closing,
what I wanted to say is that, well, I'm closing. In my closing, I wanted to say, the arts, the entertainment industry, they are the core of who we are as Africans and all over the world. And they are part of our heritage, our history, our culture. It's all embedded in one. And being able to be a custodian of that, it is such a blessing. And everyone who is somehow in whichever different way, shape or form involved in the arts, I know it is hard and it is so easy to give up, but it is such a fulfilling thing to do and to be in. And I just want to say people mustn't be discouraged, man. I see you guys. I see you. I see so many young upcoming artists. Sometimes they get so discouraged, then they pick it up, guys. I'm not here because I knew the game or I had backup. No, we hustle together. Keep pushing. We need you. The industry needs you. We need new, fresh voices that will stand up not only to illuminate the light that we are, but to also protect, guard, safeguard, and make sure that the legacy of where we come from is carried forward years and years beyond where we are. 100 years from now, we want to hear your stories.
And to I know she's sincere because yes, the industry is tough, but we've still let our children walk in our footsteps. Despite how tough it is.
It's like we're not going to make money here.
And
oh my God.
Sometimes the budget is not budgeting.
No.
But you make a plan.
Yeah.
Funny, I'm just saw a message from my daughter. She's like, Eek, I went to school with Aunt Ramy's daughter, Bo.
Butselo, yes.
Butselo, yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
But that's what I was saying. I thought you got me.
Wow.
Yeah. She's also a dancer. So she's in grade 12 now.
Hey, one is also in grade 12.
And we actually, 2 weeks back, we had to fly down for her to go do auditions somewhere. They were like so excited.
And how did the auditions go?
No, she got a placing on the spot.
We were there's dance contest the last 3 weeks. Guys, if your kids do dance,
allow them.
Please say goodbye to your Saturdays.
Yeah.
Especially when they're competing.
Do you know how much are those ballerina shoes?
Yeah.
You know how many pairs I've bought so far?
And you arrive at 7 a.m. and you're there the whole day. You must wait for prize giving. But the satisfaction is...
It's amazing.
Her crew won.
Yeah.
So it was worth it.
Yes.
The past 3 Saturdays have been a nightmare because I'm gigging Friday.
Yeah.
I get home at 5.
Yeah.
At 7, I must take a...
Absolutely.
Yo.
So I had to fly out with Wotselo for her auditions. And she was amazing. She got placed on the spot. And then... I didn't even ask how much the fees are. Yeah. So, guys, I'm going to give everybody my Capitec account because apparently artists,
yes,
and I love Capitec. I think it's a good bank. But I'm saying, when you see my card on social media, please put money in it.
So raise the fees.
The fees are like crazy. But then also, I'm the missing middle, ne? I'm too rich to get a bursary, but too poor to afford it.
Oh yes. You know, when Wandi said she wants to take a gap year.
Yeah.
But also, I want her to take a gap year because she's 16 and she's writing matric literally very soon. So I believe she must take a gap year just to grow up a bit. But a part of me was like, yes, 1 year fee break.
But you can't do that with dancers. They must constantly dance.
You know, she does 4 different dance classes a week.
Every single day. Every single day. But still dances.
Now Lifika is like, Dad, can I also start dance?
Yeah, well, my 4-year-old has started dancing. She's a ballerina as well.
Where do I open a Capitec account? I think I need one also.
Listen, I'll help you. I'll show you. It's very easy.
Guys, please. It's kupugeling, please.
Yeah, no, khwababa, guys.
Yo.
But you know what? The joy the kids bring us is
Absolutely.
Amazing. Yeah.
Ramy, or blind.
Thank you.
With respect, Omasepa. Blind. I think you've been consistent in like, no one can ever say Ramy or Makaditse because you've been consistent.
Oh,
and I think those that love you because of that, and those that hate you for the same reason. Or I change.
Okay, now you're also trying to make me cry. It's not gonna work.
No, it's fine. I've done that already. I've met my quota for the day.
Yeah,
but we see you. We appreciate you. They can blackball you. They can gatekeep. Bakao blocker. Mudimu ki King Kong. Mudimu opened doors. You didn't even know you needed the door that Mudimu will open the door
all the time.
So please stay the course.
Thank you.
You've got beautiful children. Raise them to be as beautiful as you. Your daughter is as talented as you. That helps. There's nothing worse than if your child is not talented, but they want to follow in your footsteps. And I was like, baby, you can't dance, but you can't tell her that.
And you want to be the 1, 2, 1, 2. No, not start with the left, not the.
I was telling one day, I'm glad you can dance like your mom and not like me.
If
you dance like me, then hi.
Chile.
I would not pay for the lessons myself ever.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Thank you so much.
I think I've cried enough for the day, guys.
And we'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, babe.
Yo, so we spent the whole day together, Ramy. She was on the radio with us this morning, and she's with us on the podcast right now. The whole day. That's our date. The date is done. Thank you, Ramy.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, evergreen, effervescent, ever incredible, Utese, Ramnanya, if I'm Nanyu or Satan, but it's okay. Satan used to be Manawa Mudimule, so we forgive you. So make some noise for Ramy.
Thank you, guys. And also thank you for everyone's support, man. We keep forgetting.
And please get the book.
Yes, please get the book. Get the book. It's important.
And also remember, if you want to start dating some of us, we've got children and we won't always have time for you.
Yeah.
So you need to understand that.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that your kids come first.
Yeah, but I'm single and looking, by the way.
No, we are.
No, maybe not. But I mean,
But
listen,
the point I'm making,
if it happens,
though,
it will
is
happen.
people expect you to almost say you can pause the parenting.
Uh-uh.
The parenting doesn't pause. So you need to fit in. There's a saying, fit in or F off. That's exactly how it is at our age, if you want to date us. We have children and they come first. We'll make time for you, but they come first.
You know, the best date is if you say, meet me at
Kopapachinos.
Badlale kwa.
Yeah.
Or you pick a place, can't we actually waiting for one day to dance the whole day?
Exactly.
And I don't know that. Let's smash.
Exactly.
Oh, what a beautiful day we had. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rami Chuene is leaving the building. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of Wow, What a Week. It was an incredible episode. In fact, this past month, the episodes have been amazing. Not that the others are not, but the conversations fed my soul at a level I haven't had my soul fed in a very long time. Coming to you from Discover TV, we are part of the Africa Podcast Network. You can email us at waw@africapodcastnetwork.com. Shout out to Trevor and his crew at Pezulu Works, Lati for additional production, YBF for our social media, and Keleso Mudisa King, the mother of the pack. She's our executive producer. And most importantly, to you and to Khupedi, our joint... You know, I knew Khupedi before she was even reading news.
Me too.
She was a
nail technician.
And she had a massage parlor.
Yes.
At the SABC. So 1998, I supported her business at the SABC. I'm massage.
That's how long we've known.
Yes.
That's how long
I've known Khupedi. I met her
Yes.
through Tibos, Chabu Mkwili.
Yes.
So Tab was like, this is Khupedi, my friend. She's got a
Oh, yeah.
neighbor.
That's
She
my
massages. Kuparemo support. So I went to the SABC in my little green Golf. Went for a massage. Kanti, she's a future newsreader.
You see?
Yeah.
With a beautiful voice. And a mamuruti.
Unale voice.
Yeah.
If we don't say goodbye, we're not going to say
We're not
goodbye.
going to finish. Bye-bye.
Have a great week in spite of yourselves. We're out of here.